hurry up and do this. Yeah, a little over an hour supposedly, and maybe we do. It looks like we might. What are you doing? Oh. No, don't go that way. What are you doing? You're so weird. You are so weird. Yours back, or flip back. I want to fix that. So I almost went live a little bit ago, and then this right here blew through. But it is now looking like, and I just checked the radar, and everything says there's not any snow or rain hitting. Like, there's still clouds and some, definitely a huge storm coming over the Bradshaws right now. But I guess I can show you. The wind is still blowing pretty good. It is, but it snowed. I don't know if you can see, but it is, like I said, it was snowing all around us, and those Bradshaws got hit pretty hard. So. And yes, we are only 40 miles from Phoenix. But we're just gonna, it's gonna suck because it's so cold, but we'll go towards the road. We're gonna just stay up on top here. I'm not going down in that ravine. So we're gonna go this way. Of course, the cows are right next to the trail right here, which she sees. But I gotta do something. She's going crazy. I'm going crazy. We gotta do something. No idea where the cows are actually going, but I guess they're just gonna follow the trail. They're probably going over towards the other side. That doesn't even look right. I was gonna say they're probably going to the other side, but that doesn't look right. Looks like they're going, I don't know what they're doing. But they're not gonna be happy about us going that way, that's for sure. I better plug my phone. God, why did you just butt punch me? Just came running out of nowhere and butt punched me. Little turd. Plug my phone in now because it's almost dead because I've been using it the whole time. Okay, we're gonna go this way, like that, and like that. But it's supposed to have like these little things like this now. Like all day after, right after I ended, it got so nasty. The wind all of a sudden just like went crazy. Hail, rain, a little bit of snow even was hitting us. And it was like that for about 2 hours. And then it got nice like this. And I was like, okay, let's go again. Like an hour ago. Ooh, excuse me. And then, like, I didn't even get my shoes back on. And we had that blow through. And it took about that long for it to go away. So, she'll be excited. Like, down here, there's no wind, which is nice, but this is supposed to be by like sometime in the middle of the night. Up here is supposed to be 0. Like there's supposed to be nothing. Like there might be a little bit of high cloud, but that's about it. Down in the southeastern portion by, I think after like 5 a.m., then even that clears up, and then we have sunny skies for the next however long, like at least until the 16th. So let's see. Oh. Whew. But luckily, like this weekend, it looks like the high is only supposed to be, and this is the high at race location, that isn't even here. It's supposed to be like 64 degrees. So by the time I'm done with the race, it's not even going to be like probably 55 maybe. So I'm not worried at all about leaving her in the van, which will be nice. I'm hoping that I can finish this in anywhere between 2 and 2.5 hours. These cows aren't going to like us, but we're going right towards them. Although if we did screw around that direction, we wouldn't have to worry about it. She's looking at me like, do we get to go near the cows? Do we go near the cows? Yeah. Leave the cows alone, though. Looks like only one of them is a steer. That's the same one that looked at her the other day. Hopefully it's not a bull. Because I can't tell if he has nuts or not. Only one of them has horns, let's put it that way. Because if it's a bull out here, you know, protecting his herd or his ladies, his harem. Looks like they've turned, now they're going back towards the hill, so. What is the calving season here? There's like 3 of them look like that. So this whole burrito league thing that Jamil started, Jamil Curry, since Strava and Chipotle decided they didn't want to do the little Chipotle Strava challenge thing this year for whatever reason, who knows. But so he started his own thing and it's expanded. I know there's one in like San Francisco. I know there's at least one in Colorado, but I think there's like 2. I think there's one in DC. There's like, I'm trying to remember, whatever. Like I've been seeing them just popping up all over the place. Like a grassroots Chipotle Strava challenge thing. But they're Rocky, thank you for the follow. They are live streaming at least the one in Tempe here, the original one, and they plan on live streaming it the whole time, all 600 hours, which is nuts. Hoping to help with the Castle Rock, Colorado. Nice. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I mean, here I am 40 miles outside of Phoenix right now, and it's been snowing. Like, those mountains there are just covered in snow. And it was snowing right here where we're at about an hour and a half ago. I came down here to Arizona to have a warmer place to train. Cause I'm from Montana, and I have a race here in the middle of February. Well, not here, but I mean, I have a race in the middle of February that I need to train for. So I came down here, and it's been, up until just recently, it's been worse weather here than there was in Montana. I'll knock out them push-ups too once I get somewhere a little bit more receptible to me doing push-ups. My calf muscle, I freaking, last night, I freaking attacked it with the massage gun, and it felt way better. I did it again this morning. It felt way better. And then because I got hit with that nasty storm right when I was getting ready to run, and I just did other things, and now it's all freaking tight again. All from 2 weeks of having to run in just sticky, sloppy mud that just made everything so horrible for running. But the one thing that sucks about the Burrito League here in Tempe is parking sucks. And like there's some options with like some parking garages, but my van is too tall. I have a free van. And I have my dog. So if I could park close enough, then I could do some segments with her, and then after a while, you know, she'll get bored of it, so I could throw her in the would be to park somewhere, and then I'd have to run like a mile to get over there, which is doable, but it's a pain in the butt. So like he's already so far in the lead, just knocking out, you know, 20 hours on the segment down here each day. Like, he'd have to quit for a week for anybody else to catch him again. Whew. If I didn't have engagements in this area for the next couple weeks, I would cruise over to DC, my old stomping grounds over there, and run on that segment with my buddy Mike Wardian. But I have a race this weekend, a race next weekend, and then I got to cruise up to Montana because the person that was renting my condo up there has moved out at the end of last month, so I got to go up there and start coordinating to renovate that thing and probably sell it. And then of that in a couple weeks, because then I got to be back down here for the broadcast and videography for the broadcast for Black Canyon. And then I got to go to Vegas for my big race. Like my race this weekend and the next weekend are just tune-up races. Just get the glands salivating. And then depending on how well I do these next 2 weekends, if I look like I can, so it's part of a cup series, and if it looks like I can qualify for the championship, then I got to come back down here for a third race. And then, who knows? Although I might be working the same weekend as the championship race, so it might be one of those things where I'm just gonna have to drop her off with a friend and then fly into, that would be the closest place, San Francisco, I guess. Be probably the cheapest and the I don't know if it'd be the quickest. Sacramento might be the quickest, but it'd definitely be cheaper. And then fly from there. As soon as I'm done, hop on a plane to fly over to here, do the race, and then fly from here back to Montana. But to qualify for it is awesome. That's how I am for, are we digging holes? Oh, must be a mouse or something. Oh, that tail's just going crazy too. Oh. You know, the Black Canyon Trail Coalition isn't gonna like you digging holes in the middle of their trail. Crazy. She'll catch up. And there she goes. Told her she'd catch up. Not only did she catch up, but she just kept on going. Oh. Did I go for a run yesterday? I don't think I did, because the weather was just kind of crappy. I just don't remember. I don't think I did. All the days just kind of blur together anymore. That was 1 mile. That was a slow mile. 17-minute. Of course, a lot of that was me standing around before we even left. So really it was probably a 15-minute mile, but that's still not a very fast mile. Watch the guy. Saw a reel from somebody on Instagram this morning, and just this big dude. like he's he competes in like strongman competitions. He's like 6'5", 330 pounds, just mostly muscle. And he was like, I promised my fiance I would do a half marathon with her. So I guess I need to start running. And so it was his first run, like, because he never runs. So it was his first run in, like 10 years or whatever. And he went out and he was able to run nonstop for 3 miles. And he did, like, he averaged like 11:50 per mile or something like that. And I'm like, dude, that's freaking awesome. Like, to just be starting out running and to be able to go for a 5K, like, that's nuts. I guess we'll go this way for a little bit. Weather looks like it's gonna cooperate. It's gonna be windy, but that'll be okay for me. Probably not so much for you guys. Although kind of run into this headwind is nothing. Wow, I cannot believe how white all those mountains are. Like Prescott, which is like 30 miles that way, just got dumped on earlier. I was hoping I was gonna find a place that wasn't so muddy, like a little more rocky to knock out them push-ups, but the only place I found that was not so muddy, would not have been fair to do push-ups because I would have been on an incline. I can tell you one thing, I'm not going to be doing push-ups down a hill, so do them up a hill would have been better. I will be able to find a spot up here somewhere. If not, I'll do them at the end of the run. Because up by my van is not too bad. Might be going that fast anyways because I'm trying to avoid all the mud. And because that's why my calf muscle's all jacked up. So I don't need to make it worse. Especially being that I have a race this weekend in what's today, Thursday? So in 2 days I have a race. Which I was looking at, I gotta wake up here at least probably 3:30 in the morning to get there on time. Or to get there early enough that I can get a good parking spot. But I think I'm even gonna have to wake up even earlier yet because I'm gonna have to get gas. Because since the weather's been so crappy, I've been having to idle my vehicle for like 4 hours a day just to keep my batteries charged enough that I don't have to worry about my refrigerator stopping on me. Gosh dang, which way do I want to go? This way, I guess. Dog's leaving me in the dust. Whew. Let's go. Oh, it doesn't help that this is a little bit of an uphill too. not to get my, not only do I not want to run with 5 pounds of mud on each shoe, which is what I've been doing. Which right now I don't think the mud is, I have to worry about that too much. A little bit, but not too much. But I also don't want to get my tights dirty, all muddy. I'm running out of clothes. I need to hit the laundromat, which I thought about doing yesterday. I'm starting to get the mud sticking up on my shoes now. This is good though that I'm getting out here. Like, if it wasn't for her, I probably would have just gave up for the day. But she's been going nuts. Being stuck in the van. And not just being stuck in the van. Sometimes she's okay if, like, she likes to have the back door open and then she can get some mental stimulation. But because it's been so stormy and windy, I've had to have the door shut. So that's just been not a good combo when you have a high energy Vizsla. It'd be different if I could like throw a toy indoors or something for her. Can't do that in a van. There's that sun. But like, I haven't even really ate that much food today, but I feel fat because I haven't done anything to burn any food. Well, I think we're only going to go another half a mile, then we're going to turn around. Even though I don't really want to come back up this hill. Maybe we're just going to top the hill. There's roads, but I didn't really notice there was roads that went all the way back. You got some of these houses down here, which, like this time of year, these houses would be cool. It's a cool area. Guarantee you it's hot though, but in the summertime and dry. Some cool roads back here. Good evening, Riku. And then nothing. Yeah, we got hit with a, like, it got nice for like 20 minutes and then the storms moved back in again. So I had to give up on it and wait and see if the weather improved for like a little bit. And then by the time I got my shoes on, we had another storm blow through, and so supposed to say anything for at least an hour. Well, an hour from when we started, for another half hour. It makes sense because now I can look, oh, this is the direction this stuff's coming from. And you can see it blowing over the mountains. I mean, it's hard for you guys to see, but these mountains are covered in snow. Storm moving in. That's what it's been doing. like, well, it'd be an hour and a half ago, like my phone was blowing up with freaking lightning alerts nearby, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of funny that had your tempo run today. I'm tired, like a little sleep, but maybe 30 days. You have a rest day on Sunday. Fridays had her easy days. Nice. It's like looking at the forecast for here. And like this area here, like even like up north by Flagstaff where they've just been getting hammered by snow today as well. But from pretty much like here north, it's supposed to start getting a little bit better. And then like Phoenix down to towards like Tucson, it's supposed to continue being a little bit stormy until tomorrow morning. And then after that, it is like sunny. I don't know how windy it's going to be, but it is like sunny out here for at least the next week and a half. Like there's zero chance of rain. So that'll be nice. I think we're going to try and warmed up nicely for any this week. 4 days rest. Yeah, mine used to say that all the time. Back in the 30s next week. But I think what we're going to try and do is after the race on Saturday, I think we're going to hit the grocery store really fast, and then we're going to explore a new area down southwest of Phoenix for two reasons. One, it'd be this like nice flat road so I can get some good mileage on flat roads. Supposedly it has good cell service, we'll see. That way I can live stream. But also it's on the side of town where my next race is. So then I won't have to drive. Like from here to my race on Saturday is 2 hours of driving. Because it's on the complete opposite side of Phoenix. Well, I mean, we're an hour from Phoenix, and then we gotta go all the way to the other side of Phoenix. So, it'll be a 3 a.m. wake up for me. That's all right. It'll be okay. Get through this muddy section and try and run again. And how did I get through this before? I guess I must have just walked right through the middle here. Probably right down the rut. It's like muddy, but it looks like it's packed down, so it's not goopy muddy. Yeah, we're still planning on racing. I just gotta wake up at 3 in the morning to get there. So I'm gonna have to stop and get gas, which, I mean, the gas station is right over here. Like it's what, maybe 5 miles away. So I'll stop and get gas, and then I gotta just drive for a couple hours, and I need to be there by 6, and that way I won't have any problem getting a parking spot, and And gosh dang, now my feet are getting all goopy muddy. Getting all goopy muddy. Plus be able to do all like my pre-race stuff, because I'm gonna have to get my race bib and all that. And if I have to park, if I get there late, then I have to park on the outside of the park on the road and walk in. And so then I'd have to pretty much leave everything, like grab everything, all my race stuff, freeze my ass off, hopefully be able to put like I'd pretty much have to have a drop bag somewhere. Make sure she's good to go for 3 hours, 4 hours, actually like 4 hours if I have to park on the outside. Racing packet the day before, yeah, that's common for road races. A lot of trail races, you can just because, you know, most trail races are out in the middle of nowhere, so they're not, yeah. So if they do have like a place to pick up, it's somewhere in town, and it's usually not convenient for people, all that kind of stuff. So they, like I could pick it up at the running headquarters if I wanted to the day before. And it's actually kind of cool. They have like drive-through bib pickup even if you want it. But they also offer a day of. Most races are just like trail races, you can get day of. Some of the bigger ones, like the race that happens on this race course, Black Canyon, yeah, there's no morning bib pickup. You have to pick it up the day before. But you're also talking the difference of, you know, that's the other reason why a lot of rarely do will calls a day of, yeah. Because, I mean, most of your, like your marathons or, you know, that, you're talking thousands and thousands of runners. So, like, there's no way. What if all of them decided, oh, we'll just do same day pickup? It's like, there's no way you can do it logistically. And like my race this weekend, probably half of the people will pick up their stuff beforehand. And like even my race, like all 4 races, you might be talking 1,000 people is all. It's a smaller race. And the race I'm doing is like the premier event because it's on the Cup Series. But split, there's a lot. Like the race I'm doing is on the 50K. That is 50K or 50 mile. I don't remember which now. Which attracts some very high profile athletes. Like last year, Jim Walmsley just showed up out of nowhere and raced. Now, why the heck is my signal crappy? We just ran through here, what, 15 minutes ago, and I had 0 issues. So why am I having issues now? Freaking thing. You were surprised it was sold out? Yeah. Well, it always like amazes me. You know, I know the stat is still like something like, you know, they say that, what is it, only 3% of people in America have ever completed a marathon, you know, type of thing. I don't know what the percentage is, but then you look at like a lot of these marathons, you're talking like, you know, 30, 40, sometimes even more, 1,000 people. And even like your smaller marathons are easily like, you know, 5, 6, 10,000 people. So how the heck is it? It's all the same people running the marathons, like nobody knew. Like, how do those numbers work? Hi. 1%, but who knows? Well, even 1%, that's what, like 240,000 people is all 1% is of the U.S. population. Like, what the heck? But if you total up all like your marathons, you're probably talking, you know, 7-8 million people probably, or more, running a marathon. Probably more than that even, that run marathons every year. So that means like 75% of them at least are the same people. Oh no, I guess 1% would be like 2.3 million, wouldn't it? Or 2.4 million. 1.1 million finish, 50 million runners. So yeah, I see the numbers even higher yet than what I thought. I was saying like 7 or 8 million. But that also means like, you know, 80% of the people that run marathons are the same people running marathons. One of my favorite movies a few years ago was that movie, I don't remember what it was called, but that one girl, like, so-and-so runs a marathon or whatever it's called. I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was a good movie. Whew, man, my head is... I got my... not my heaviest stocking cap on, but a heavy one. And now that we're not in the wind, my head is sweaty. I'm wearing my hat with the ball on top of it, my Brooks running hat, because I like to live by what the heck is her name? Space Cadet, I think is her name is. Space Cadet. She's like on Instagram is her handle. She's a runner. Brittany runs a marathon. Yeah, that's it. I love that movie. I think it's Space Cadet. But like one of her famous things that she had on there, like from a few years ago, on her Instagram was, you know, when you go running, wear a hat with a ball on the top, because then while you're running, it's patting you on the head. So you're getting a pat on your head while you're running about how good of a job you're doing. I'm actually starting to warm up now. Now I feel like going for a run. Cows must have pushed over on the other side of this hill, I guess. They were right on the side here. They're not there anymore. Guess I ran them off. Oh no, they moved over there. What the heck? They moved fast. Can't say you've seen that movie. Oh no, what I was talking about, it's a girl or a lady on Instagram. If you do social media, she's definitely one you should follow. I know, like a few years ago, she did a thing where, because she's a little bit heavier, and she had a whole series about having big thighs and how hard it is to find shorts that her thighs don't just gobble up, you know. She gets done with a run and like the shorts on the inside are, you know, like gone up your thighs. And so she was always testing out different things. And as far as like it was like original thing, and it worked out great for her, because she ended up like all these running apparel places and stuff would send her free shorts for her to try out. And she'd do an honest review. Like right on video, she'd be like, okay. She had like certain tests that she would do, like lunges and stuff, and then she would go for a run. And there were some of them, it was like she'd only make it like a 1/10 of a mile into the run, and they were already starting to get all gobbled up. Are you done? Why are you heading back to the van? I was gonna go this way a little bit. Let's go this way. I just pointed this way. She got so excited. Yeah, oh, she's got the zoomies now too. Wow. I didn't know she was gonna get that excited. I still have to do some push-ups too. Maybe up here will be a less muddy spot. I don't know, there's cows over here. Those must have been different cows? No, those are the cows we saw. I don't know what. This is probably part of the same group, but they just decided they're going to hang out over there. Well, my favorite, like if I'm wearing shorts, I am a big split short guy. Like, depending on the race I'm running, give me either a like if I'm doing like most runs with like a 5-inch split short, but if I'm doing like a 5K or a 10K or something, give me my 3-inch split shorts all day. What are you doing? What you smelling? Of course the wind is picking up. Maybe this is a bad idea. I like my running tights though. Ooh. Especially this time of year. And it's like I saw the other day. What is it? John G, I think was. No, it wasn't John G. Maybe it was John G. Could have been Past Projects or somebody, I don't know. Was advertising that they have a like their running tights for men that are like a no-show. You're not showing off your goods if you wear their tights, which I'm like, one, I don't see how that's possible, but then also I'm like, who cares? Like, what do you? I definitely don't have a lot in that area, and I could care less. Too often, yeah. I'm gonna stare at the cows over here while I investigate this, this little spring that's running. These little bushes, they got like their leaves almost look like mistletoe or something. They're like really thorny and spiky. My dog's over here looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm just looking at the cows. Don't worry about it. Look at your dog. Yeah. Is going to be horrendous when we get up on top of here too. Not that we can go much further, but we can get a little bit further than, you know, we'll probably get another mile on this out and back. Half mile out, half mile out back. The dog's trying to go down the, I think the cows were, oh, nasty. Where'd my dog go? She was way down the trail. Well, we gotta wait for her to come back. Make sure where I was at. Yeah, she can find me. Actually, if I go much further, she can see me. Down the trail that she go, she was like standing right there when I ran by the intersection. I thought she would have seen me. Like I can, oh, she went way over there. I was gonna say I can see the trail. Hey, over here. She's looking this way for me. She's a quarter mile away. Well, I was like, I can see the trail, and I don't see her anywhere on it. That's because I wasn't looking far enough. Here she goes. Well, the good news is I got her some good exercise. And there she goes. Yeah, she was way over there. Soon anyways, because I see the next storm coming and it does not look fun. You can barely even see any of the mountains right now. I could take her, she's gonna have to sit in the van. So she'll be in the van for about, if I have a good race, she'll be in the van for 2 hours. If I have a bad race, she'll be in the van for 2.5 to 3 hours. Wow, look at that. Like, this is where we're worried about. You can't even see the mountains now. I mean, even right here, you can't really see the mountains. That's south of us, though. Let's go straight at us right there. I was hoping to get an extra half mile before we turned around, but we ain't gonna get it. We'll just go up here to the top and then turn around. Jeez. Marathon? No, it's 26K, so like, what, 16.5 miles or so? Okay, we're just going right to the top here, and then we're turning around. We're gonna be just shy of a half mile, which is actually okay, because then we're gonna be, when we turn around, like, we still have it a little bit more than half a mile to go back. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go back before this hits, because it's getting close. That is not looking fun. Time for a half before the mini in May. We're gonna go back. We gotta beat the storm back to the van, because it is coming in fast. I actually don't know if we actually are gonna make it back in time. Well, of course, for me, that kind of a distance isn't a huge thing. Like, I'll feel it the next day, but I'm the guy that I ran five half marathons in a 4-week period one time, just for funsies, and got faster every one of them too. That was back when I was first starting out. That first one I ran at like an hour and like 54 or something like that. And then the next one was like an hour 49. And then the next one was like hour 42. Like I was dropping like 5 minutes each one. Whew. And the last one was my fastest during that block at like an hour and like 33 or something like that. This is before I had broken that hour 30. How well the trade buy goes? I officially started. That's what you got. Let's go. Oh, these are the same cows we saw before because there's the steer right there. So they did come this way. They did come this way. They do exist. She'll catch up. She's staring at the cows now. All right, come on. And there she goes. The last one was at like high altitude too, which really surprised me. And then after that I ran like the very next week or next month, like almost exactly a month later, I ran a marathon. And that was the marathon where I injured my hamstring that I struggle with now. Oh. Even though you're not a beer person. Yeah, there's one I love to run in Montana called Run to the Pub. And it's a half marathon. Well, it used to be a half marathon. Now I think I know they have a 10K distance. I think they have like a 5K as well. But that one's in March as well. Must be like a St. Patty's Day thing. But at the end of that, you get like free beer and stuff too. I've ran that one, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. And each time I think each time but once. Like the last time I won my age group. And they give like prizes out for that. So I got like a free, like a really nice pint glass. And I started getting hit by weather. So we did not make it back. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad though. This looks like just the forefront of the storm. Looks like the worst is coming. Running into the wind is no joke. Fucking headwind. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Get some the good news is I'm starting to feel hungry, so it's a good thing I did this, because I haven't ate a lot today, but because I haven't been able to do anything. Like, I was not hungry before we left. This looks like it's gonna blow over. This little front part of the storm is gonna blow over pretty fast. But it sure is cold. Like, just that wind has gotten, feels like it's 5-10 degrees colder than it was. But it's warmed up enough that this is rain, it's not snow. Whew. This hill is not getting any easier anytime we do it. Never fun, yeah. It's hot, you need that breeze, yeah. Like, in Montana, it's very rare that the wind is ever hot. Like a nice warm breeze. When I was in DC though, sometimes it was nice. You'd get a breeze coming off the Atlantic, or from that direction. It's really coming. What is there right there? The Chesapeake Bay, I guess, is probably the closest big piece of water. And it'd be a little bit warmer breeze. And it was, sometimes it felt just so nice. It's gonna be so freaking hot. Or really cold. And it was like whatever you needed, whether it was a hot wind or a cool wind, it always seemed to do pretty good. I get pelted by rain in the face. My coat is not waterproof. It's like, it does really good for wind, but as far as weather, it's kind of like rain resistant maybe. But I can tell it's like, just because of the way the wind is blowing, it's pretty much just wet now. Like, it's beating up on my shoulders, but my arms are just wet. My dog's done. She's as close as she can get to the van, being like, come on, I'm getting wet here. It really sucks. Yeah, because it weighs you down, yeah. I will say one of the funnest runs I did was when, what was it called? Hurricane Irene, I think, came through DC when I was over there. And so I was like, I'm gonna go run out in a hurricane. Not the smartest thing in the world to do, but I did it. I think I did a 5K. Is about all I did, but I did it just to say I did. Okay, let me get this off, and I still gotta knock out 10 push-ups. Oh, I've been out just some horrible thunderstorms where it's just dumpy dumped. But especially in Colorado. Yeah, see, this is, my van has protected most of this gravel here, so it's actually kind of dry. like, what the hell are you doing over here? What are you thinking? Like it was easy running, double run stuff, yeah. Well, some of the thunderstorms where it's just like dumped and hailed and everything. You need some water? Okay, hold on. Thank you for being patient, sweet girl. That was very good behavior. Yeah. I told her to hold on, and so she sat down and waited for me to come and get it. Okay, here you go. Can I take your harness? I'll let you finish drinking. Ooh, you were thirsty. You know there were some puddles out there you could have drank out of, right? You do realize that, huh? Yeah. Oh, when did you eat your breakfast? I didn't even notice she ate her food. You have to get her some more food. Oh. Whew. But anyways, yeah, no problem, Dorhike. Thanks for the follow. I ran in a thunderstorm many times, and you're like, your easy run up into the mountains all of a sudden turn into like a threshold run because you're trying to get off the top so fast. God dang, you were thirsty. What the heck? Whew. My head got a little sweaty. Yeah, my head got a little sweaty. What? You telling me you want me to move my fat ass out of the way so you can jump up? Huh? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay, go ahead. She's like, move your fat ass. During those storms, I'll still never forget the time I was running. It was just a horrible rainstorm, just a regular rainstorm in DC. And I had to get in a good, 12, 14 miles or so. And so I was out there running, and I had my, like, it wasn't like cold, but the rain was cold. And I had my rain jacket on. And then because, he doesn't breathe very well, so I was just as wet on the inside as I was on the outside. But I was like freezing. And the only reason why I put the raincoat on was to try and trap some of that warmth in, which is why I was sweating on the inside of the jacket anyways. And I'm like just freezing my ass off. And all of a sudden, here comes this girl, the only other person I saw out there running. Here comes this girl running by me in like shorty shorts, like the bun hugger shorts, and her sports bra, and that was it. And she's just out there like no big deal, ripping like 6-minute miles. What? No, you don't get one of those. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Okay, fine. She wants a treat. That's what she's trying to tell me. It's like, you don't get to choose when you get them. You get them for having good behavior. There you go. Go back up that way. Okay, go down that way. Okay, go outside with it. I don't care. I gotta blow my nose. Whew. Man, cold air made my nose all goopy. When did you bring a toy outside? God dang it. I didn't know she had a toy out there the whole time. So it's going to be all gross. Oh, what do we got going on over here with the storms? Oh. I guess what I saw was just this little thing that blew over. We could have stayed out there more. Huh, we could have stayed out there more. Was that a good treato, huh? We got a good treato, yeah. You got a good treat-o. You don't get another one. Don't even ask for one. She's like, give me another one. No. Okay, we gotta try and keep some of this heat in here. Okay, well, that's gonna be it, everybody. And we are going to cook some dinner and all that kind of stuff. Because the idea is so short says sports bra. Well, if I was as much weight as I put on after Mammoth, if I'm going to be ripping any 6-minute miles, I would need a sports bra. I forgot to stop my watch. Oh well. If you look at my times on Strava, if you follow me on Strava, you're going to be like, what the hell is this guy's deal? Running 13-minute mile averages or worse? No, it's because I forget to stop my watch all the time. And so then that adds in as in the average. Sometimes it's like 20, 30 minutes later, I'll finally be like, oh yeah, I forgot to stop my watch. What? What is your deal? Just stay up somewhere. Okay, well, we're gonna go. I gotta cook some dinner. And gross. Not need your tongue in my mouth. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow morning because the weather is looking like it's supposed to be good, huh? And so we'll probably run down to the pond and back. Little 9-mile run before the race, or the day before the race. Nice little shakeout run, huh? And yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. Love y'all. I'll see you then. She's forcing her way by me.